All right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series. Episode 418. Yeah, this is why I don't edit, What you get is what you get. I messed up. It's right there on camera. Raw footage. Yeah, last week though. Last week I said, what did I say last week? Quentin Tarantino's coming back to the movie review series. Is that what I said? Well, anyway, yeah, here we are. Yeah, Tarantino back in the series. Here we are. Reservoir Dogs, 1992. Yeah, I tell you, yeah, this movie, yeah, a huge, a huge, a huge cast. I wish I can read you the cast list. I still don't have a new computer yet, obviously. But I wish I could read you the cast list because there's a lot of names, a lot of big Hollywood names here. I mean, yeah, well, I guess I can give you the character code names. Yeah, we got Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown. Tarantino played Mr. Brown, by the way. Yeah, movie written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Quentin Tarantino, and Quentin Tarantino plays Mr. Brown. Yeah, we got Mr. White. We have brown, blue, white, blonde, Mr. Pink. I tried to leave him last. But yeah, Mr. Pink, and then oh wait, that was it. Those five guys. But yeah, but yeah, we got other cats in here too. The boss, Joe Cabot, his son, nice guy Eddie, and then yeah. I think that pretty much covers all the players, the major players in this movie. This movie, yeah, it covers a lot of bases. A lot went on in this movie. Okay, Reservoir Dogs. A lot went on in this movie, and we saw a lot that went on in this movie. But what we didn't see, I'm trying to put my hands in here. It's like since you can't, I've been doing hand gestures all throughout this season, but you can't see it because this fucking screen is so fucking small. I still don't have a new computer, so I gotta still using my phone. So my usual hand gestures, it's not making camera time. Well, anyway, yeah, we saw everything that went on in this movie except one thing. The heist itself, the jury heist that went terribly wrong. We didn't see any of that. I mean, we just got like first-hand counts from the guys that was in the heist. And, a few of them, a few of them went missing, but then one turned up. And yeah, I tell you, Mr. Brown, Mr. Blonde, yeah, that guy, yeah, he is a psychopath. Mr. Blonde is a psychopath. So yeah, I tell you, man, yeah, that cat, seeing that, seeing that, everything that went wrong in the heist. Yeah, I guess he figured. He and the rest of the group may need a hostage. So he kidnapped one of the police officers that was pretty much trying to arrest these cats. So yeah, he kidnaps the police officer, having him stuffed in the trunk, shows up at the rendezvous point. and yeah, which is a warehouse, and yeah, had him have him in the chair, tied up, beaten up, and yeah, this poor dude, trying to get information out of him. The cop don't know nothing, so yeah, this poor cop, this innocent guy, he don't know nothing, so yeah, I tell you, yeah, Mr. Blonde, yeah, he made sure that he's going to try and get something out of him. Yeah, yeah, he turned on the radio, there's this nice song playing, yeah, stuck in the middle with you. Clowns left me, jokers on the right, and here I am stuck in the middle with you. He doing his dance, you know, got himself a straight razor. And yeah, we don't see it, the camera turned away and we didn't see what happened. But yeah, he cut that cop's ear right off with that straight razor, He cut the cop's ear off. And he is just straight torturing this dude further with it, speak into it. Yeah, you heard that? I mean, god damn, this movie is twisted as hell. This movie is twisted as hell. I mean, you got Mr. Blonde, pretty much going a little bit unhinged here. Yeah, this movie, yeah, it is twisted as hell though. Man. But yeah, it's very brilliantly written. But then again, this is Tarantino's film, Every one of his films are brilliantly written, very smartly written. So yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, when we find out that yeah, yeah, Mr. Blue, yeah, he died from the cops. Yeah, Mr. Blue is dead. Dead as Ginger. So yeah, yeah, Mr. Blue, he's dead. Mr. Brown died. He was the getaway. He was the getaway man, but he got a bullet right through the skull. So yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He died. Mr. White and Mr. Orange. Well, Mr. Orange, he was shot. Okay, both of those cats, they was making their escape. They was making their escape, but when they was trying to pull off a literal Grand Theft Auto and a figuratively speaking Grand Theft Auto, yeah, they they got the they stopped the car. Mr. Orange tried to get the woman out the car. She gets the gun out of her glove compartment, shoots Mr. Orange in the stomach. Mr. White pulls the woman out the car. They get in, and this pretty much picks up where the movie has started. How it started and how it ended. Well, how it ended with I can't talk. How it ended was with a Mexican standoff. Like I said, things went terribly wrong. Now they're trying to figure out what the hell just happened. But yeah, Mr. White, Joe, and last guy Eddie, they're pointing guns at each other. Joe figured out that, spoiler alert, Joe figured out that Mr. Orange is a cop. Yeah, he's an undercover police informant. So yeah, that's how the heist went down. Mr. Orange, he's secretly called in. The cop shows up, and yeah, big shootout and everything like that. They all separated, and then they all come back to the rendezvous point. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the Mexican standoff. Here we go. Yeah, Mr. Orange, he is shot really bad. One bullet into the stomach, and yeah, he's bleeding all over the place. Okay, his white shirt is no longer white. Okay, he is bleeding all over the place. He's bleeding all over the floor that he's lying on. You know, uh, yeah, yeah. By the way, Mr. Orange, yeah, he killed Mr. Blonde right during the torturing of the cop. You know, he was about to set the cop on fire. He already doused gasoline on him. He was about to set his ass on fire. And yeah, Mr. Orange shot down Mr. Blonde, the psychopath. So yeah. So yeah, once Joe and his son Eddie, nice guy Eddie, shows up at the rendezvous point, they're trying to get this shit all straightened out. But it was it was it was Joe that figured out that Mr. Orange is is a cop. So yeah, he points his gun at Mr. Orange. Mr. White, who has gotten close to Mr. Orange, he trying to let he trying to let Joe know that he know this kid, he might be wrong about this. So yeah, once Joe pointed the gun at Mr. Orange, Mr. White points the gun at Joe, and Eddie, nice guy Eddie, he points his gun at Mr. White, you know. So yeah, they're trying to, the situation is has gotten way too thick, and yeah, something heavy is about to, something heavy already went down. Situation is absolutely thick, and this powder keg is going to explode one way or another. Okay, the cops are on their way. And yeah, this whole thing is going to explode one way or another. So yeah, guns are drawn, pointed at each other, and yeah, nice guy Eddie, yeah, he wanted Mr. White to stop pointing that finger, stop pointing that gun at his dad. So yeah, Mr. White shoots at he shoots at Joe. He shoots down Joe. Joe shoots he shoots down Joe. The boss man. He shoots him down. Eddie shoots down Mr. White, but he didn't kill Mr. White. But White turned his gun at Eddie and popped him. He shot him dead. So yeah, both the Cabotts are dead. Mr. White is wounded. Yeah, he crawls over to a dying Mr. Orange. I mean, man, this dude, he is fucking dying. He's fucking dying here. He's fucking dying. He he is so bad. The color of his complexion is completely pale now. His skin is completely pale now. So yeah, he is on death's door. Knocking on death's door right now. So yeah, Mr. White, he crawls over and cradles Mr. Orange. Cradles his friend. Mr. Orange let him know that yeah, he is a cop. Mr. White, he takes his gun, points it at Mr. Orange's head. The cops comes in, they try to tell Mr. White to put the gun down. And here's the kicker. This movie is so low budget. It's an independent film, so low budget that you can actually hear Tarantino as one of the cops. You know, you can hear the cops, and you can hear Tarantino's voice. If you know Tarantino's voice, you know his voice pattern. You know, you can hear that he is one of the cops too. You know, off screen he's one of the cops. But yeah, he was Mr. Brown on screen, and you know, behind the scenes, that he's the director of this movie. You know, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, the cops, you know, they come in, you know, telling Mr. White to put the gun down. You know, you hear a shot. Obviously, Mr. White shoots Mr. Orange in the head, but the cop shoots at Mr. White too, and then yeah, we just cut the block right there. I mean, yeah, shit went down, and yeah, the powder keg blew up. You know, Mr. Pink, he was the only one that skedaddled out of there after the Mexican standoff. He skedaddled out of there with the jewels. And here's something else. You can hear it very faintly. You know, when when Orange was telling White that he was the cop, you know, you could hear very faintly, especially if you got HD quality. You can hear very faintly the cops showing up and shots being fired. Now, here's a theory. I think Mr. Pink did not make it out clearly, you know, with the diamonds in the diamonds on them. Yeah, I think that he did not make it out completely, and think he went have had another shootout with the cops, and they took him out, and then they went into the warehouse, and they took out Mr. White. I think, you know, that's my little theory, you know. I don't know. You know? Hey, fan theories, you know. What are you gonna do? So yeah. But yeah, I tell you though, man, this movie though, you know, it's a great movie to watch, man. Quentin Tarantino's first movie, his very first movie, you know. Yeah, Quentin, yeah, Tarantino, you know, you know this guy, he liked to do genre pieces, you know. You know, Pulp Fiction was a gangster movie. It was a gangster anthology movie. Jackie Brown was it was like an homage to the 70s blaxploitation movies, you know. No wonder he got Pangria as a star. No, it's a homage to that movie. And then, yeah, you know, if you know Tarantino, he like to pay homage to everything. Yeah, Jackie Brown was a homage to the 70s black movies. And then, you know, you got like Kill Bill, which was a homage to the spaghetti westerns and the old 1970s kung fu films. And then, you know, you got The Hateful Eight, which is clearly a western, and then you got Django Unchained, which is a western also, but you know it's a slave movie, you know, like a 70s slave movie, but it's also a western. And then you had Death Proof, which is an homage to the old 70s grindhouse films, you know. And then Inglourious Basterds, which is the epic war movie, you know. And yeah. Anything else what I miss? I think I mentioned them all. Oh wait. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you know, it's the you know, he brought it back to the '60s with that movie, you know, yeah, old Hollywood, you know, 1960s. Yeah, the summer of '69, where things were not what they seemed. But yeah, I tell you though, yeah, this movie though, You know, you got all that stuff, but this movie right here, this is the heist movie. His first movie, a heist movie about a heist that went terribly wrong. You know, we didn't see it, but yeah, from the first person accounts, you know, things did not go very well for anybody, especially at the end. So yeah, I tell you though, man, this movie is straight up 5 out of 5, man. Reservoir Dogs, you know, the first movie Quentin Tarantino ever done. Yeah, straight up 5 out of 5. And yeah, you know, you really cannot go wrong with a Tarantino film. You really can't. Yeah, that's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Great stuff, man. Great stuff all the way through, man. The dialogue and everything. Of course, it's a Tarantino movie. You know about this, you know. This is what you would expect out of a Quentin Tarantino film. Well, next week, my man Robert Rodriguez is coming back into the movie review series, and I did this on purpose too. I wanted to cover a Tarantino film. You know, he trying to get his final film out, but which right now has been canceled, and he's going back to the drawing board to do another final film. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. You know, we were expecting to see the movie critic, but the movie critic is not going to happen apparently. Now people are speculating online that Kill Bill 3 should happen. Hey, he promised a third Kill Bill 10 years after Volume 2, so it's been over 10 years. Let's get it going. That's your bang to go out with, Tarantino. That's it right there. Kill Bill Volume 3. Kill Beatrice, anyway. Well, anyway, yeah, you know. Yeah, I did this on purpose. I wanted to cover Tarantino, and then I wanted to cover his best buddy, Robert, right after. A week after. And here we are, man, yeah. Speaking of Grindhouse, you know. Yeah. Robert Rodriguez, you know, next week. Yeah, he's gonna bring his number one guy, Danny Trejo, into the mix. Danny Trejo is gonna make his movie review series debut. Yeah. So you gotta call this guy up because Machete don't text. So yeah, you keep it locked right here for that. Check out the shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is off.